This is Cocktail in Africa on the airwaves of 92.4 Classic FM. More life, more music. I told you earlier we'll be having some good stories here because Emmanuel Jal is in the studio and Check V Magic is smiling in the studio as well. What's up, guys? Emmanuel, how are you?
I'm good. I'm doing great. Bro.
Welcome to South Sudan.
Thank you, man. I'm having a great time.
And for the very first time, welcome to Classic FM.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah.
Check V, how are you?
I'm okay, bro.
This is home to you now.
Yeah, obviously.
How do they treat you when they recognize that this is Emmanuel Jal?
Some is different. Some they don't. Some they just think I'm Rasta. But those who know me, yeah, Emmanuel, come to the country. You know, like that. And also, the other thing that surprised me is also, you know, the patrol soldiers at night.
Yeah.
When I compare this to the past, these guys also have the same respect. They stop you with respect.
Yes.
You know, and they pull themselves aside and they don't shout at you.
Yeah.
And I feel like something has happened to our country. So I started asking, you know what I found interesting? Was a drunkard guy. And the police didn't beat him up. So this drunkard guy, they took him home and then took the car keys, so the guy has to report him the next day.
To pick up his car.
To pick up his car, and then he could pay the fine. And I said, like, something is happening. The police or there's a good leadership. Whichever people who are being put to train them have done a good job because their main job is to keep us safe. Yes. You know? And for that one, it's the experience. And also, I walk out at night. Oh, don't walk. Somebody's going to kidnap you. I said, no, this is my country. If they kidnap me, it will make their life better. Let them do it. So... And now, like, I'm just feeling free. I don't even think of leaving the country. My manager here wanted me to leave, and I said, I'm going next week. I'm going next week.
You live in Calvary?
I live in Toronto.
You live in Toronto?
Yeah.
What amused me is your new style of dressing. And what you are doing on social media, actually teaching people on how to put all those Malaya on. What inspired you?
You know... my brothers and sisters, some of them are still in the refugees, and I still see everybody still struggling on their own.
Yes.
And then I say, like, wealth is built as a collective. And I start thinking of our ancestors. When it's you alone who has a lot of cows and your brothers have nothing, you have not succeeded because everything goes as a collective.
Yes.
And so the dress is inspired by Lawa. You know the Lawa?
Yes.
So, and then I said, okay, like, we only wear Lao one way. So I want to find different ways. So I started doing some...
one way for the female.
One way, and also one way for the men. And so I found, like, there's over 150 ways in which you can tie this.
Did you Google that?
No, I just went for it.
How?
I can't remember, but I just kept what I can.
So you did it by your own?
Yeah.
And then you find out that, oh, I can do it this way.
Yeah, so now this style here, the one I have right now, this is the real Lawa style. But there's also the other one, which is the Emmanuel Jal style, which with my chest out or creating a triangle with a piece of cloth.
Knowing our people are like, Emmanuel Jal is crazy. Why is he dressing like this?
Yeah, so... And also the thing is, so it's like my uniform. So Monday to Friday, I wear completely one black. Okay. It's like a bed sheet. The idea of it is I don't have to think about what to wear when I wake up. And also it's a commitment for me to help my brothers liberate themselves from poverty. So I'm just bringing myself into the standard common way level. Not bothering myself wearing designer shoes, designer clothes. We just want to be simple.
And back to your music now. Musically, you have not been so active, maybe performance-wise, but releasing songs and all that, you haven't been so active. Why?
Yeah, I've been releasing music, but mostly probably South Sudan is not picking it. One of the latest single, I have 2 singles out now. There's a song called Jaguar, featuring MC Ghetto and Mo Black, and then DJ Hendrik. Yeah. Then I released a song, Talking to Me. I don't know if you've heard that song.
Talking to me?
Talking to me, I'm talking to me.
Not yet.
Maybe you haven't. Then if you haven't heard it, man, you're missing out. Like missing out. There are people in Juba, they know this song. They get it on YouTube.
Okay.
And so and then now with Check B. So coming to Juba now made it easy. I wanted to come to Juba to shoot the video, but the security issue, we didn't want to come. But Khan made it possible and just proved me wrong that now I'm thinking differently.
You're thinking differently about the country now.
And so now we're here. We met Check B. We did a song. We're shooting a music video.
Yes.
And we had a partnership with Twin for Peace.
Yes.
A company that it's a shoe brand.
Uh-huh.
One of the idea is they want to rebrand South Sudan, where South Sudan can have a connection with the world. And so they're shooting my music videos and they're putting some money into my pocket so I don't have to hustle as an artist, for a while.
Bro, your brand is just making money out of blue in the country. Because outside there you're making money, yes. But in here, most of brands, they don't care who they need to endorse or who need to endorse them. Yeah? But they are now here trusting Emmanuel Jal. Do you think your name gave you that or your influence?
It's when you have something that you're doing and you're passionate and you consist and there's an impact, people will come and support you and want to be with you. Look like Check B does his music. Check B pulled me to look for him. He didn't look for me.
Yes.
But his greatness pulled me to collaborate with him.
Okay. And are you looking to do some other collaboration within the country?
Definitely. In fact, I'm thinking of probably building a studio here.
Oh. Let me just ask you, how many, or let me just say, which South Sudan music are you listening to now?
At the moment?
Yes.
There's a lot of them out there.
I want to know.
I can't remember the name, but there's some that I
Any
like.
hit song that is in your mind or any song that you feel like is so good that you're listening to?
There's one I was listening by a South Sudanese based in Australia. And like refugees crossing the border. It's a female girl who's singing it. I can't remember her name, but I like watching it.
Yeah.
So they shot their video in Uganda. I don't know if you know it.
This must be, who is this, Achai or who?
Maybe it's Achai. She's based in Australia.
Yes.
And they shot a video and they're like in a car and then they're driving. There's a bunch of people inside just happy crossing.
Yeah, that is Achai.
Yeah, I would say that was amazing, yeah.
Yes. Our music is now trying to fight other music in the country and trying to build its own basement, say that it can be strong commercially.
Yeah.
Do you think people like Check B Magic, people can believe and invest in them? Because
Definitely.
now it's very hard to get anyone that is investing in the music. People are investing maybe in their relatives.
Look at what Nigerians have done.
Yes.
One person has inspired me. There's this man who played for NBA. His name is Jordan. He plays for Atlanta right now. And we were having a conversation when I was in Ohio. We were having dinner and he told me he liked to support people from his hometown, like the local designers. Anyone was a shoe. So if you look at everything that he's wearing, it was done by young coming artists or young designers. And I asked him, why are you doing that? And he said, who do you think is going to make them grow? So if we support them, I can go and buy a big brand right now, and that big brand, they're just going to get richer and richer and richer, but they don't care about the neighborhood. But if we develop the talent here and give them time and energy, then 5 years later, they're different. And so what I would say is, for our musician to be strong, the radio station has to play a big part. I mean, most of the radio stations, at least you should play 60% content from the local.
Yeah.
Because that way you get our people to love our own. And if we play most music that is not ours, then we're getting colonized by those invaders with their culture. And then we start wanting to look like them.
Also, you are an actor.
Yeah.
The first movie, just to be very honest, there's a time you performed in Nairobi in I think earlier 2007, 2008 there.
Yeah.
When Stronger just came out.
Yeah.
All South Sudanese were so proud. Yeah. This was our ringtone all over.
I have no idea that they went for this song. Yeah.
This was the ringtone all over. People put your picture as actually their phone's wallpapers because they knew now we have a star that is our own. And then there's this movie, Good Lie.
Yeah.
Bro, Good Lie came and changed the game of South Sudanese perspective about movies and the life of the refugees' children.
Themselves. Now I'm 41 now, so I have to start thinking retirement, so that when I'm 60, I can just lie down and my money can work for me, and then I can just engage and volunteer and help build our
You can still act as a grandfather.
Yeah. Telling people, can you get that? Get me the water, go to the shop.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. So you are not so much into the films, you just want to do music now.
It's everything requires energy. So you just have to decide, what am I going to give my energy right now? Yeah. So when you do too many things, you just spread yourself too thin.
You grew up in Kakuma, and there are times you used to go back mostly to Kakuma. When you come to Africa, you have to go to Kakuma.
So mostly, I would say I'm one of the lucky ones.
Okay.
I did not stay that much in Kakuma because I was smuggled into Nairobi, so that's where I was staying. You know, when I was brought to Kenya, I was smuggled straight to Nairobi through a plane by Emma McCune.
Yes.
The British aid worker, who was married to Dr. Machar, and then later on came to realize I'm actually related. Yeah.
Okay. And you actually did a song for her.
Yeah, called
thanking
Emma.
her.
Yeah.
A song called Emma. What inspired the song?
Basically, in our South Sudanese culture, we sing songs. We're grateful. You can sing a song to your brother, to your mama, to your uncle, to the village, to your cow, to the bull. Yeah.
Emma changed your life.
Definitely, turning point.
Yes. And when you went to Canada, was it through Emma or was it through the project of the Lost Boys?
Canada was basically, when I had those threats, when I was beaten here in
in 2012.
So I moved. I was actually planning to move and settled here and invest.
Yes.
And then it wasn't safe for me because at that time probably the mentality of our people was not yet developed. They didn't see things, the bigger picture.
Yes.
And it wasn't, and then the war broke out, so it just made things worse. So Canada took me in and told me you can move here.
Then in 2015, you had a story with the Canadian, let me just say, Canadian Airlines.
Oh, yeah.
What happened? Give us the story, because what we are getting here is a second or even third-hand information, because they said you told a lady in the airplane that if you don't give me the food, I'll eat you. And then you have that story of the human flesh and all the other stories. And the lady was kind of traumatized.
Well, what was happening is I think probably they ran out of food at that time.
Yeah.
And I said, look, I'm hungry, and I have a license to eat people.
So it was a joke.
I was making a joke that she took it really serious. You have a license to eat people. And she started checking. And then started looking for food for me. That was it.
Yeah.
And I was just joking, but I think she took the joke as it's serious.
And then she reported you, and they came with a statement that you were banned for life.
No, they didn't do that. That was somebody else. That was somebody else too.
Yeah.
Like those who report news, they can just always spin as the way
to make it a big one.
That's the poetic license of the truth.
Because people are like, wow, Emmanuel Jal is banned from using Canadian Airlines. Did you use that when you were coming?
No, it was actually a different airline. Yeah, I still use.
It was WestJet.
Yeah, WestJet. Yeah, you remember? Yeah.
It was WestJet.
Yeah.
And there are people you inspire across Africa. Let's just be honest. I met Giuliani in I have known Giuliani, but in 2018 we had a conversation, and he told me, "You South Sudanese here, you don't call me for your shows to perform." Then I told him, because you are a big brand, we cannot afford you. He said, I am, whatever I have, whatever that is in me now, is through Emmanuel Jal. If you people can just convince me that, come and perform, even if you don't give me anything, I'll do it for his respect. Where did you meet Giuliani?
Well, Giuliani was introduced to Giuliani by DJ Moss.
Okay.
So DJ Moss came to London and played for me a clip. And I said, who's that? He said, Giuliani. I said, wow, this guy is serious. He said, we have to support him. So we raised some funds and put a team together, flew to Kenya to focus on making Giuliani popular. Yeah. And that's how Giuliani became boom. Huge at that time. And
you don't even tell people, you don't even say it. In your interviews, I haven't heard you talking about it. I've never heard you saying, I brought him up, I did. But to him, after that, he said, whatever I have is Emmanuel Jal.
But in South Sudan, you know what I like about South Sudan?
Yeah.
You give without expecting. And that's the thing. I met several people, hey, you paid for my school fees. What? Yeah. I paid for your school fees. When? You made me complete my university. I can't remember. Oh, we met at this place and I told you about my situation and you checked the money and gave it to me.
Yeah.
When I look at that, it's in us. When we see something, we go for it. And I think if we could just ride on that, that's wealth itself. one thing that I really love about South Sudan is you could reach out to any South Sudanese about your problem.
Yeah.
And they would do their best to support you. For example, if there's only one egg in the house or one leg of a chicken and you turn up,
Yes.
they're not going to hide that one leg. Everybody will sleep hungry and they'll give you that leg of chicken you need it. I mean, there's no way in the world that do that.
Yeah.
You know, some people would just, hey, hi, how are you? Is this the right place for you? Are you going to sleep?
Are you comfortable?
And they will hide the chicken. Here, there's no food, you know. Yeah.
I am also wondering, how did you, because your brand internationally is so bright, like it's just ready there, anyone can see it. Some time back you performed in the late Nelson Mandela birthday, right?
Yeah.
How did you get there?
It's the same thing, you know, people are watching. Everything we do, people are watching. Now people are listening to us. Every word we say, you never know what people, and the word of mouth is powerful.
Yes.
Somebody else spoke about me and I got myself there.
Yes. And you even got to get all these people and put them in your video. Did you download the clip or they did it specifically for you?
They did it. Alicia Keys did her own video, send it. George Clooney, Peter Gabriel, and Kofi Annan.
Kofi Annan by then.
Yeah.
And when you see this, don't you see yourself making a lot of money instead of let me focus on helping people?
Well, the thing is, it's not more about when you focus on the money, you will ruin yourself. So whatever you're passionate about, the change you want to play, you just put it. It will one day just bless you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's is it a coffee shop or there's something you've been promoting called Jaguar, something like that? Yeah,
Jaguar is coming to Juba. Just give it a few times. So we're gonna set it up here.
What is Jaguar?
So Jaguar is a mixture of sorghum and moringa. And you know, South Sudanese do not know what sorghum is.
Yes.
You see, sorghum has got 240,000 antioxidants for every 100 grams you eat.
Wow.
So if you consume sorghum, you can't grow fat, and it's impossible to grow fat.
Then we need that in this country.
So, and also it has so many healing properties. For example, if somebody has high blood pressure, what will I do? And if they have diabetes and they have arthritis, what I'll get them is tell them eat walwal every day.
Okay.
Eat madid in the morning, eat afsid in the afternoon, and eat. You just give them drink tea made out of moringa.
Yeah.
Don't have sugar for a while. And walk in the sun.
Wow.
But then all those diseases will just disappear. And just avoid meat. Eat like in the village. How did our ancestors used to eat? You remember?
Yes.
Have you ever heard somebody from the village that has got high blood pressure?
Or even cancer.
Or rotoba. You know, the rotoba is a disease of the guys from the city who are eating kulahwek and kudra and jibna and fool, misere, gargosh and all of that.
Yeah.
Biscuit. Those are the ones.
Then you came back and you did A Mama with Check B Magic.
Yeah.
Why Check B?
Well, Check B surprised me because I went online. I was trying to look for artists to collaborate with. We have another friend of mine called Hamid.
Yeah.
Who also invested in my music.
Yeah.
So I can do something positive. Then I went online. Who are these people I can now talk to? Who? Then I discovered Check B and MC Ghetto. So I liked the style and the way they're going. Yeah. And I said, let me collaborate with them.
Yeah. Check B, how is it like working with Emmanuel Jal, considering somebody who has been here for 2 decades and a half?
It's really amazing. Like for me, it's a dream come true.
Yeah.
Because there are points when I actually said one day I want to work with with a global star like Emmanuel. Emmanuel is an exceptional person. He's a leader. And, you could basically see the leadership in him.
This country belongs to all of us. There's nobody who's going to make this country become what we desire. So I say, let's reimagine the future. How do we want this country to be? And let's be it. Let's live by that every day. There's so many good things that we have. If each one of us can step in every relationship with abundance, with your kindness, with your patience, with your love, with your generosity, with your skills, with your knowledge, then our country will go forward. Most of us, we rely on the people from outside to tell us what to do about our country. We think about their opinion. The truth is, any kingdom that is not united shall be destroyed.
Okay.
And if we are not united, we'll be destroyed. So the song Hey Mama, which we're about to introduce, it's coming out. It's a song from our heart, and it inspires. Every time we listen to it, we just listen. How did these words even come about? So it's a futuristic, that we imagine, a future that we've imagined through a song.
Okay. Yes, and Emmanuel, or Check V Magic.
Yeah.
Introduce Hey Mama.
Ana mashikide, ana lafikida, bele na salam,
Hey mama,
kuluna akwan,
hey mama,
bele na tamam,
hey mama,
mashikide, ana lafikida, bele na salam,
hey mama,
bele na jamil,
hey mama,
kuluna akwan.
hey mama.
Say it strong with the fire of love. Challenges come. We
All
rise
right.
back. I just want to drop this guy because like I love his verse. Trust me.
We listen to
Yeah.
it. Yes, Hey Mama, dropping for the very first time on your Feel Good station, 92.4 Classic FM, more life, more music. My name is Danson. Thank you so much for tuning in. That was Emmanuel Jal and Check V Magic. Hey Mama, dropping for the very first time here.